Hi everyone, it's Kate from the Forward Line, and I am back this week at Tilly Towers to talk about your new fantastic book. Woo. I feel like we should do a little
show the book,
show and tell,
product placement.
Yes. So we're here to talk about it. Tilly's going to kind of talk us through some of her favourite bits, favourite patterns, what to expect inside, and then you're going to talk us through some of the samples, which I'm pretty excited about.
They are behind us, ready to go.
And they've been freshly pressed.
I pressed them myself. Don't look too closely.
So, do you want to start by telling us a bit about the book, your ideas behind it?
Yeah, sure. So my book is called Make It Simple, and basically it's all about quick and easy sewing. So it's for people who, even if you don't think that you've got time to sew or to have a creative hobby, I want you to feel like you can still fit it into your life. That sewing doesn't have to be complicated, it doesn't have to take up loads and loads of time. So it's great because it will appeal to both beginners who are looking for quick and simple projects to get started with, so they can get that instant satisfaction of having something off the machine and ready to wear in a few hours, but also for more experienced stitchers who maybe find that they've lost their sojo or they're so busy with work, with kids, other family commitments, or whatever it is that's stopping you from sewing, that I hope that it will make them feel like actually they still can fit creativity into their lives. So it's full of quick and simple dressmaking projects. And then in it, I also share lots of time-saving tips, sewing shortcuts, and strategies for fitting creativity into your life, no matter how busy you are.
Done.
Yeah.
I really like it because on the inside, before you start each project, it tells you how long it's going to take you. So you've got the cutting out time and then the whole project time, which was really good because I was actually supposed to make something last night and realised I didn't have enough time to do it.
That's because you should have started with the trousers.
I should have.
So I was inspired to include some estimated timings from recipe books where they will say how long something takes. So if you think, oh, actually, I just want to make a pair of trousers quickly tonight, you can see whether you've got time to do it. Plus, within the project itself, I've broken down the steps into manageable chunks and given estimated timings for each chunk. So if you don't have the luxury of weekends to yourself, for example, you can still fit sewing into those little pockets of time that you have. So it will let you see that you can add the sleeves while you're running the bath, or you can sew the trouser legs while your dinner's in the oven.
So I'm doing it in your lunch hour as well.
Exactly.
Like you were telling me I should be doing it.
Exactly. And then it's also got an alternative order of construction for the main projects in the book, which is based on task batching. So do you ever do that thing where instead of following the instructions word for word, like pin this seam, then sew it, then trim it, then finish it, then press it, you pin as many seams as you can before you then need to take it to the sewing machine. Then you sew as many as you can before you then need to finish them and trim them, etc. So you're not moving so much.
Speeds the whole thing up.
You're not moving so much between your sewing machine, your cutting table, your ironing board. So for the main projects in the book, I've suggested an alternative order of construction if you want to try out that method, and it's got tick boxes as well, so it's super satisfying, so you can feel that sense of progress as you're going through.
So how many patterns are in the book?
So there's 6 main projects in the book, but then there's 24 projects in total because they've each got 4 variations. So some of those variations include the extra pattern pieces that you need, and some of them are like really simple hacks, embellishments, or I'll explain how to draft a very simple pattern to, for example, turn the t-shirt into a dress, things like that.
And so they're in the back of the book, which
so there's pattern sheets in the back of the book. So those are ready to trace off. They come double-sided, so you will need to trace them off. And some of the pattern pieces do overlap, like not too many. You can still see them clearly.
It's not like Birdo.
No, it's not. It's a lot simpler. But we're also making them available to download from our website. If you have the book already, there's some secret codes that you need. And you can print them either on A4 or letter-size paper or on A0.
Okay, so it's copy shop and into home.
Yeah, so lots of options. and the patterns come in 10 sizes, which is
Okay.
really exciting for a book. It's very unusual for a book to have that wide range of sizes.
So what
we're super
sizes?
proud of that. So it's a UK 6 to 24,
Oh, that's
US
great.
2 to 20. Yes, it's something
Because
really
you've
proud
expanded
of.
your size ranges
We
recently,
have,
so
yeah.
that's good that they're in here as well.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask, like, what was your kind of inspiration to write this book? Why did you pick simple sewing?
So the inspiration came partly from me having my son and having
No time.
those initial few months of thinking I'm never going to sew again, and just switching up the story I was telling myself about not having time to sew, and thinking actually I still can do this. I just have to be a bit clever about it. I have to cut corners where I can, but without jeopardising the quality of the project, and just take out the stress and make it really simple, really fun. It also comes from hearing a lot of our customers and just people I know saying, oh, I'd love to sew, but I don't have time. Time seems to be one of the biggest barriers, possibly the biggest barrier to sewing. And I feel like we can all fit it in just
if we want to.
Exactly, and enjoy our hobby. Plus, our most popular patterns are always the quick and simple ones, because everyone loves a quick and easy pattern, whether you're a beginner or an advanced sewer and you just want that quick fix or that satisfaction from sort of palette cleanser project, I call them, between your more complex creations.
I agree,
So I thought, okay, let's create lots of nice quick and easy patterns.
And so you came up with the idea, and then how long does it take from having the idea to, I guess, the
finished book? So it took, I guess it's been about a year and a half, I think.
Okay.
So, but that includes initial time at the beginning in developing the concept, coming up with the initial designs, pitching that to the publisher, and then getting the go-ahead, signing the contract, and then being like, go on the pattern development. The actual writing itself is a relatively short period of time. It's all the other side of it that takes a lot longer. The pattern development takes a long time. Also things like sourcing all the materials, coordinating the shoots and all the looks, and making sure everything is super coordinated.
Well, if you think about it, you've got however many patterns in here, that's 8. It's essentially 8 patterns in one book. So there's all that work in terms of the
it's more than that, because there's 24 projects, and they're not all full patterns, but it's a lot. It's
like 2 years worth of work in one book.
And then I always forget after writing, because this is my 3rd book now, I always forget that once I've submitted it, so I've officially finished it, there's still quite a lot of work afterwards in terms of there's the editing and proofing, but then there's also a lot of promotional work. We create lots of extra content to go with it. So
it's a beast.
It is, but my approach to writing this book was to make it simple and to just enjoy the process, and I really, really enjoyed.
Well, it's beautiful. I've had a full snoop through it, and I'm going to ask, you're going to have to pick which is your favourite.
Which is my favourite pattern?
Yeah.
Okay. It is a toss-up. Can I choose 2, please?
No, you have to.
What? Oh no. Oh.
It's like Desert Island Disc. You have to pick your favourite
Oh.
child.
Oh, I don't know. Well, the one but I'm going to pick 2. It's a toss-up between this one, and in particular, I've made this in black polka dot viscose, and there's a small picture later in the book of me wearing it sitting on the sofa.
I'll pop it in so we can see.
I wore that all last summer, and I just can't wait for the weather to warm up a little bit. I get cold ankles, which is why I'm not wearing it now. It's either that one, or there's some pyjamas, which are fitted jersey pyjamas, and they're so cozy, they're so comfy, they're so snuggly, and I love the fact that you can just go to town with your fabric, because no one's going to see them because they're your pyjamas.
True. So, unless you're wearing them to the shop.
You could wear them to the shop.
Cool. Well, shall we have a look through some of the samples?
And
then, yes, right, we're going to cut this and then come back.
Okay,
right. So we are here with the rail of goodies, and maybe you start with your favourites.
Oh, so the 2 I was just talking about were the dungarees, which are on the cover, which you can see. So this is one of the variations of the first pattern in the book, which is very, very simple, wide-legged, cropped trousers. The trousers only take about an hour and a half to make, including cutting and sewing.
Here.
Those ones. So they've got an elasticated waist, but with a flat fronted waistband.
Oh, I really like that.
Yeah, just because not everyone likes having.
I don't. I like flat front,
ruching around their waist. So they're really simple to make and really lovely to wear. So you use the same trouser pattern and add this bib, and we've included the extra pattern pieces that you need to make the dungarees.
I love this.
Yeah, they look lovely in linen, but also lighter weight fabrics like viscose, rayon, tencel, those kinds of fabrics. And then there's a little waist tie. You don't have to add it, but if you want a little bit of waist definition, you can cinch it in.
And then there's a facing, so it's finished.
Yeah, there's facing, and there are little bust darts as well. But what I would say is they're quite loose fitting, so you need them to be loose fitting in order to not have any fastenings or anything. So there's no zips or buttonholes in the book. So don't expect them to be super form fitting. The idea is that they're sort of
loosey
London style, casual dumpers. Yeah. So that is one of my favourites, and the other one that I mentioned is the Juno pyjamas, which are the jersey pyjamas, which are fitted. They're just they're lovely. They're everything. They've got ribbed cuffs on the sleeves and on the ankles.
I love them.
Yeah.
And also this fabric.
Oh yeah. I'm glad you asked me about that. This is Tilly and the Buttons organic jersey, which we made in collaboration with the Craft Cotton Company. And I'm wearing the other colourway. Yeah, you can still get it. You can get it on our website from other stockists as well.
Great.
Love it. Yeah, so look at your favourite fabric shop, see if they've got it. If they haven't, ask them to get it.
And really nice and soft. It's really soft, and it's a good weight actually.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
Kind of substantial, but not too thick.
Yeah, it's not too thick. It's perfect for these. And I'm wearing the other colourway. It's the same design, same print,
and it's
but different colourway.
One of the patterns, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the Tabitha t-shirt, but the dress version. So again, this is a variation, and it's got a little drawstring waist on it, and you can do it with any sleeve length and any skirt length as well. So it's super versatile.
That would be so useful because you can totally wear that kind of on the weekend, but also at work.
Yeah, well, I made one of these in stretch velvet, and it's really nice and smart. It's lovely for going out for dinner or a nice smart event. But then, you can equally just make a little summer dress. Very versatile.
Okay, next, should we talk about another one? Shall I pick my favourite?
Yeah, which one's your favourite?
So I was looking at them, and I think I've gone for a more advanced one.
But it's still simple.
Yes, but I picked them. So I love this. I love this. The pockets. These are lush.
So this is the Bertha cardigan. So it's got these dramatic, deep raglan sleeves, the diagonal seams, and this one is one of the variations. So obviously we've done the colour blocking, but also we've added these diagonal slash pockets, which are great for slouching.
Yeah.
Plus the cuffs. These ones are thumb hole cuffs.
I love that.
So you can snuggle up and put your thumb through it in the winter. So I'll show you how to make those.
What about this with these?
Oh,
that's
never going out
again. Okay, well thank you so much for taking the time to talk me through everything.
Oh, thanks so much for coming.
Thanks for having me.